Year 6. So today we are going to continue our origami theme, and we're going to focus on doing an origami jumping frog. Now I'm very aware from the feedback I've had from different people that some people have found this really very tricky, and some people have found it quite easy and have managed to do 3 in a lesson. So I'm trying to be aware of this, and I'm going to try and give you a focus of the origami jumping frog today, and then I'll give you a few extension videos to hopefully help the people that find it tricky still have a good awareness, and I'll do my videos the best I can. And if you find it easy, then I'm going to try and push you and challenge you into more technical origami. This week we're going to go for the frog, and I'm going to keep an amphibian theme, or maybe amphibian water theme, we'll say, sorry. So I've got the frog is the main aim, and then if you can achieve that, you can obviously make ones in different sizes because they're quite clever how they jump. But then if you complete that, have a go at doing the turtle, which is the video again is linked on the document and on the Teams page. And then there is the crocodile. The crocodile takes 2 pieces of paper. You'll notice that the majority of origami folding is done by 15 by 15 centimetre square, but the crocodile takes 2, and it's kind of made in 2 parts, and then you kind of put it together, but you'll see in the video. So I hope you enjoy either in refining your skills in origami and doing, hopefully achieving by completing the jumping frog, because it's a slightly different method, and if you are someone who is just more able or more aware of 3D paper sculpture, basically, then challenge yourself with the turtle and the crocodile. Please upload a photo to Teams once we're finished, but I will now take you through the stages of the jumping frog, and I hope you enjoy. Here is my square, 15 by 15, like we started off on last week. However, this needs to be either cut or folded in half. Now I'm going to cut mine to make the folds easier and to reduce the thickness of paper. But like it said, I'm saying now, and it says in the video, you can just fold it in half too. Our first fold is to take this corner here, bring it across. Something I did notice last lesson was when some people have been folding paper, they've just been kind of going, oh, that'll do, and not being accurate enough. So sometimes mine's easier with one hand. So when you fold, don't just kind of go, oh, that'll do, that's kind of near the edge. That really isn't the aim of origami. Make sure that you are being very precise and making sure everything matches on lines and folds, or you will not have a successful product, and you might find you actually can't complete it because the paper is overlapping in the wrong places. So please try and be precise. That is the first fold there. We're now going to lift that up and do the same the other way. So we're going to bring this point here across. And again, I'm just going to turn my paper to help me with one hand. Line it up on that line. Adjust mine slightly. There we go. Before you put the fold line in, and then you will see that you have got a cross fold at the top of the page. So what we're now going to do is we've got our cross. We are going to now turn this upside down. So these folds become what I call mountain folds because they point to the sky. Then we're going to bring this back here. So, and again, I'm just going to turn mine to easy for me. But you can see, if I just show you before I fold it, there's that cross there. That cross needs to be at the very top of the piece of paper. And your fold lines, if we lift underneath, should be in line with each other. So you might have to manipulate and adjust, and then when you're happy, press the fold line in like that, and you will see that these folds here are valleys, but we started this way with them still being valleys, but as we turn them over, they became mountains, okay? So when this is folded back on itself, they've become valleys again. Okay, so just be aware of how things said. Just to go back, I'm not making myself clear enough. We did the cross that way. We then flipped it over and did this fold backwards. Okay, so these folds here are valley folds once I folded it backwards. So at this point, what we're now going to do is we're going to put it back to its original way. So if I just reinforce these, it's flattened out. We've got, these are valley folds here. And that's the fold I've just made, which has become a mountain fold. You can now see the paper is actually trying to go into a 3D shape. If I lift this bit here, can you see how that's bending? I'm wanting that bit to go on top. That is what we want. So we're going to tuck that one in. I'm also going to just manipulate this one to tuck in. Ooh, there we go. So this one's going to come in. Turn one upside down, I'm afraid, because I've got one-handed. And then we're going to bring this one in. There we go. That's helped it. So that's how it would be flat. If you see, the valleys are still valleys and they're dipping in, and this mountain is lifting up and into the middle. And then as we push this down, it's going to concertina, or fold basically, into a diamond. And you might just have to give it a bit of pressure to encourage that fold like that. Stage, we're then going to bring this piece here up to meet this line where that diamond stops, that concertina fold stops. Make sure that you line things up as best you can. Edges are lined up, the fold's lined up, and press that into the paper. This next stage, I would say, is a little bit confusing, so I'll try and do it really slowly. So we've got this is folded, but it's loose, which is very normal. Can you see that we've got this top layer here that's wanting to lift up and out? Now, when we do this fold, we have to tuck it underneath and put it in this gap here. So when we do this, lift up this bit here, and we're going to bring this side piece in and under it like that, so it looks a bit like this. I haven't folded mine properly yet. I need a slightly better position, but that is the aim, is to tuck it underneath so this bit sticks out. Okay, I'll show you again in a minute once I've put the fold in. Now I've folded it, I can show you a bit better. So you can see the fold is here when it's opened out. What you will do is you lift up that top bit like I just showed you. I'm going to turn mine to make it easier, and then you'll put a fold in, so this outer edge here goes into the centre. Okay, so, and then you have this kind of, also it's like an arrow at the end of it. You have this top bit jutting out and it's tucked underneath it. Same on the other side. So you're going to lift up that bit there and tuck this fold in, making sure it folds up to the centre line. You may find that you get a bit of overlap of paper. Sorry, you get a bit of an overlap here of paper. That should be fine, so don't worry. But basically, because we've tucked it underneath that top layer, it has made an arrow shape. Okay, so now we're going to make the front feet of the jumping frog. If I turn it around this way, this is the top, if that helps you to visualise it. And these are the legs that we need to tuck in. So I'm going to put it back to where it was. So we've got this, still got those sides tucked in, and we've got this triangle shape on the top. What we're now going to do is we're now going to fold this part here at an angle, so the feet don't go out to the side, but they go out nearer the front. So see this fold line here? I'm not going to go over that fold line because it will ruin the structure. But then I'm going to press in a diagonal line there, so they stick out like that. So I'll do it one more time for you. So I'm not going over this centre fold here, this line, and I'm going to push this piece up here, so the diagonal goes up to the line but not over it, and push that up there to make these feet stick out the front rather than the side. Do this one this way, but I'm going to turn it upside down because I'm just using one hand. So same method, check how it's lining up, don't go over that centre line, and press that fold in your feet. If you get a bit of overlap here again, that's probably because I might have done some slightly lazy cutting. It should be fine. If I turn it around this way, which is the way it will be seen, it's not a problem at all. And you can already see he's got a bit of spring. We're now going to start to form the feet. Now the feet have a few technical aspects, so I'll take you through them again. So we're going to take this line here. There's quite a lot of paper here, so take your time with this. And we're going to make this fold up next to what will be the front feet. So we're going to put a line in here. Ooh, you can see mine's going a little bit out of line. I was going to fix mine to help it, so because it's quite thick. So this this bottom bit folds up to here, and it meets the front feet. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this corner and fold it back on itself to make the two triangular feet. Press my folds in already because the paper's quite thick, but just to show you, that's how it looks when you fold it at the bottom bit. You then take this corner and you bring it again just to the centre, and that creates that fold there, and the same with the other side. So you've got these 4 triangles of different sizes for the underneath of the frog's legs. Tricky bit coming up, just to warn you, because this is where the legs have to be manipulated a bit. So what you need to do is you can loosen this up slightly, but you basically need, can you see this top? I'll just turn upside down to make it easier for me. This triangle here needs to be pulled, so that second layer of paper needs to be pulled out to the side. There we go, got it. So can you see I'm pulling, can you see underneath what's happening? Can you see that is now being pushed out into a diagonal like that? Okay, so I'll just show it on this one again. So you take this second layer here and you're going to pull it out to the side, but you want to, sorry, so one more time. So you catch that bit, you pull it out to the side, but then you put pressure on the top when it's out to the side to make it become kind of diamond shape, bottom of a boat shape, I guess you could call it. But that's how you manipulate that one. Oh, hang on, I've just seen I've done something. Oh, I'll just move that one by accident. Okay, so I can put those back in. I'll show you one more time on this side. So I'll just tuck that one back in like that. So it was like this, is how it started. So we're going to let it be loose, pull out that under layer of paper there and manipulate it and put pressure on it to create a diamond that now goes on the outside. We're going to give these legs a bit of 3D spring. So we're going to take this fold, and we're not just going to fold it down like that because it wouldn't do anything. What we're going to do is we're going to do like we're going to halfway fold it down. So you're going to put pressure on it to make the legs almost mirror the arms. So same on this side. So not all the way down, because that would not be the effect we want. We want to put them kind of put them at an angle as they go down. Again, I'll turn mine upside down to make it easier for me. And have them similar to the other side. There we go. Okay. So that is nearly the jumping frog. But as you can see, it's got a bit of spring, but not enough. So what it now needs is a spring put in the body to finish it off. Can you see mine here has got a bit of a wonky leg? You may find that at this stage you've got a few wonky bits. Don't worry. I'm getting a frog. It's fine. So we're now going to put a fold into the frog. You can see this is the leg, so I've turned it over We're now going to pull the head back over the body, and we're going to try and put the fold past this cross area here. So when you put the fold in, make sure you can see this kind of join of where the legs and arms are, and have that just going past the fold line, and you'll see that creates a zigzag. We're then going to put another bit of pressure on the frog. Can you see that zigzag forming? So we've just done that backwards one. We're now going to bring it forward to form the zigzag jump to finish it off. So just to confirm, I've just pressed in that zigzag fold here on the body, which is where you pressed it back on itself, past that centre meeting of all the legs, and then just back again. You almost make the frog's body half the size, but that's the method. And now we've got this spring here. Now, I've had a little play with this, it's quite fun. Put your finger here on that bit quickly, and it allows it to jump. Obviously, it would depend on how your folds have done. I don't think my folds could have been better to how it's going to spring. But finger in the middle and put pressure on it. And I think the quicker you put the pressure on it, the quicker it's going to jump. But enjoy jump. Oh, that worked. Enjoy jumping your frogs. If this is all you can complete in the lesson, well done. Because like I said, origami and 3D paper folding is not for everybody, and it is a skill that some people will take time to learn, and I totally understand that. If you have done this quite quickly, well done to you too. Try the turtle, try the crocodile, and I look forward to seeing photos of your work on Teams. Thank you.